By special arrangement, we are proud to present this Melinda-created production. The following is an unpaid program, and the views and opinions expressed do not necessarily reflect those of the Found Footage Festival or VCR Party Live.
Well, hello there, party people.
Well, hello, party people.
Post party, porch party, watching stuff and talking about it. Post party, porch party, post party, porch party, post party, porch party.
Welcome back to another episode of Post Party Porch Party, and we've got
So where we watch stuff and talk about it.
we've got some interesting stuff today. And one of the things that I think that is a staple of the VHS world and tape trading and all that stuff has always been instructional videos. The videos that maybe you saw in school or maybe that you saw at a job.
Videos that aren't meant to be entertainment.
Or at least just to be entertaining enough that you pay attention. Like for example, this one here, which is Street Smarts, what every teen driver and parent needs to know about driving practice. And we're not going to watch this tonight. No, we're actually going to watch instructional films for retail establishments. If you go to work at, Joe's hot dog stand, Joe just tells you how to cook the hot dogs, But as the organization gets bigger,
Tell the same thing to more and more people.
absolutely.
So it makes sense that they make videos for mass consumption and within the organization, I guess.
Have you ever had to sit through training videos at work or in
I
any
make
jobs that you've
them.
had?
I make training videos at work.
Well, there you go.
Yeah, not very often, but I have to say my videos are nowhere near as entertaining as the one that we're going to be watching today.
What are we watching today?
We are watching Chuck E. Cheese training videos.
Chuck E.
And
Cheese.
we are going to get Chuck E. Cheese certified circa 1993.
Mm-hmm.
If you watch till the end of this episode, you too can be Chuck E. Cheese certified.
Don't take that to Chuck E. Cheese and put it on your resume or anything. Or you can if you want, but they're not going to accept it.
You never know.
I thought it might be fun to just take a quick look before we do that at some of the history of Chuck E. Cheese.
Ooh.
Chuck E. Cheese was founded by Nolan Bushnell. And Nolan Bushnell was an electrical engineer. He was going to school and he worked at an amusement park or something. And he thought, how can I take electronics and merge them with some entertainment? He didn't invent video games, but he did create Atari. He also discovered a young Steve Jobs. And I couldn't find a picture of him with Steve Jobs, but here's a picture of him with Steve Wozniak, the other guy from Apple. Yeah, the nicer Steve.
Yeah.
Steve Jobs worked for Bushnell, and Jobs apparently smelled so bad that they created an overnight shift for Steve Jobs to work so that the other engineers would stop complaining.
The stinky shift.
So he and Woz would hang out, and he would get Woz to do most of his work because Woz worked at HP during the day. In 1975, Steve Jobs brought the Apple I design first to Bushnell to release through Atari, and he's like, we're not looking to do computers right now. They would do that later on. In 1975, Jobs would come to him and said, look, we need money to build our company. I will give you a third of Apple for $50,000. And this is the quote that Bushnell says. He remarked in hindsight, I was so smart, I said no. It's kind of fun to think about that when I'm not crying. So at least he's upbeat about it. But even before he created the Atari, he ended up first creating the Pizza Time Theater. The legend goes that the Chuck E. Cheese outfit he initially thought was a coyote. And he bought it and then realized it was a rat. So Chuck E. Cheese became the leader of the restaurant, but later was changed to a mouse because a rat in a pizza place, I mean, that just gives you like the pizza rat from the Subway.
Just, like, are mice really that much better?
You know,
I don't think so. Because
I remember there was a commercial once that said something along the lines of a squirrel is just a rat with a cute tail,
Mhm.
but they get a lot better press. So that's marketing.
Well, and they're better at, staying the hell out of our houses.
Yeah, well,
I'm
rats,
not saying it doesn't happen,
mice
but
get into houses a lot too,
a
though.
lot more than squirrels do.
But rats spread a lot more disease. Rats spread the plague, or at least
Yeah.
they used to. So
Oh, they're disgusting.
yeah. But the first Pizza Time Theater was opened in 1977, and that was a means for Atari to stock its arcade games. Chuck E. Cheese is still in business today. Bushnell hasn't been with them for a long time. They just, apparently, from what I understand, got rid of all of the animatronics, I think except for one site or something like that. The current voice of Chuck E. Cheese, who, by the way, his full name is Charles Entertainment Cheese. Here's a bit of useless knowledge. His current voice actor is Jared Reddick, the lead singer of Bowling for Soup. Let's start out with at the beginning with the orientation.
This is the strongest opening in history.
Is that too loud for you, or is that good?
This is fine.
That is definitely 1993.
Obnoxiously so.
Yeah.
Welcome to Chuck E. Cheese's, the nation's #1 food and entertainment choice. Walk into a
Random
Chuck E.
sound
Cheese's,
effects that
and
they
you'll
sprinkle
notice
throughout.
the smile and laughter
Mhm.
of children of all ages, as well as families having fun, playing games, eating pizza, and watching an animated robotic show, all in one place. Let's see why Chuck E. Cheese's truly is a place where a kid can be a kid.
I'd like to welcome you to my team. You're joining a team of over 12
Loving this guy's fit.
members whose sole purpose is to make sure every guest leaves happy.
He looks miserable.
Mama, don't look at your little boy.
For the big cheese. Be proud. You're one of the select few chosen to join our star cast.
Yeah.
We're going to provide you all the tools you need to be successful. A star Rat Pack trainer,
Boy.
manuals, videos, and a little magic.
Hi.
Before we get started, let us tell you a little about Chuck E. Cheese's. Here's Terry Spate, Concept General Manager.
Take it away, Terry. For my next song, I'll use my... Helen, hey, Helen, where's my guitar? The table's turning.
Thanks, Chuck. Take a break.
Take a break, I'll give you a break, Terry.
At Chuck E. Cheese, people are our greatest asset. And that means you are very important to us. We're the best place to take kids. And we're also known as the birthday capital of the world. We have only one rule at Chuck E. Cheese that you need to remember. And that is every guest leaves happy. Oh yeah, there is one more rule. Make sure you're having fun while you're taking care of our guests.
Chuck E. Cheese's is owned by Showbiz
And remember,
Pizza
you're
Time
never going to
Incorporated,
get more than
a
minimum
publicly
wage.
traded corporation on the NASDAQ
Happy
exchange.
about it.
We operate over 325 corporate and franchise locations in 46 states. Chuck E. Cheese's and Showbiz Pizza were direct competitors in the early 80s, but have since merged together to become the #1 fun spot for families. The main reason for the turnaround? People. If you're not serving the guest, you should be serving someone who is.
Hey, fellow cast members, Charlie
And
Rocket
also
here.
those puppets.
If you notice, at Chuck E. Cheese's, we don't use the C word. They are guests. Rumor has it, they'll
Don't
charge you
use the C
25
word.
cents if you use that word. Guest. 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 Guest.
That's right, Charlie. They're guests, and we must give them that extra special attention they deserve to
I
exceed
know
their
that
expectations.
Disney and
Here's
Target
how we invite
both
them
do that
in.
as well.
Come on.
Let's face
A lot of
it,
corporate
I'm not a lot
places
of fun in
have
restaurants.
names for
I
things.
squirm, I
Are you liking the Dutch angle here? That's definitely
yeah.
1993.
Yeah, they
wiggle, I whine.
they do a lot. They make a
can't
lot of
help it.
interesting choices in these videos.
That's why your favorite restaurant
Yeah.
should be Chuck E. Cheese's. I get games, rides, prizes, and you get fresh baked pizza and load off your mind. Chuck E. Cheese's, where a kid can be a kid.
We offer an array of pizzas, sandwiches, breadsticks, and an attractive salad bar. In addition, we offer a wide variety
Is
of
that
soft
attractive
drinks,
to you?
both regular.
I'm allergic to like raw fruits and vegetables, so I really don't eat that many salads. So like the ones I can have are just like, you know, I have a bowl of spinach with like some onions on top. Like, here's my salad.
That sounds
So-
like the worst salad ever.
Sometimes it's what I could eat.
Yeah, as somebody who has different food allergies, I sympathize.
Yeah.
Chucky, Helen, Munch, Pasquale, and Jasper. Many kids also celebrate their birthday here. While Mom enjoys the hassle-free party, kids enjoy pizza, drinks, cake, and tokens. And when they finally leave, Kid Check ensures that everyone that comes together leaves together. Kid Check is great. You're here to enhance that experience.
Back in the 90s.
Now that you know a
sucked.
little about us, here's a few.
What was that?
In the 90s, so
The first step
when
to
I was a
ensuring
kid,
your success
my
with
grandpa
us
took me to Chuck
is
E.
look-
Cheese, and so they stamped our number onto both of our hands, and as we were leaving, I was, you know, probably 5 years old. I just like started running out the door. The employee grabs me by the arm and like, you know, forces to like, you know, look at my hand, which like I get it, but also, ow, it hurt.
Yeah. And at 5, you don't.
Yeah.
Some stranger grabbing your hand. That's
Exactly.
scary.
I didn't know what was going on.
Yeah, that feels like there probably could have been a better way to do that or something.
Probably, yeah, but
Yeah.
they did not do
So-
that in this case, and my
we have-
grandpa was a little bit peeved.
I
Rightly
can
so.
imagine. So now we've established that you have been to Chuck E. Cheese in the past. So I have not. So we may be looking for clarification from you as to
Okay.
on
Looking at
this.
your
Yeah,
schedule.
I went
They'll
a
be
few
posted by
times.
Thursday evening for the following week. It is your responsibility to know your schedule and call at least 2 hours ahead if you can't make it to work. When you come to work, make sure you park in the assigned parking areas for our StarCast members. And when leaving, make sure you walk to your car in groups. When you come to work, you must enter the building in complete uniform. The proper uniform includes a smile, Chuck E. Cheese uniform shirt, blue shorts or pants with a matching belt, red apron front of house, or black kitchen apron back of house, white calf-length socks, white shoes with white
So
laces.
90s.
Other notes. Guys, no earrings. Girls, post-style earrings only. No hoops.
You liking
One
sound
per
effects?
ear.
Mhm.
Clear nail polish only. One ring per hand. No excessive jewelry. And
Got a bit of a
no
hitchhiker
visible
thumb.
body tattoos.
Hmm?
And leave personal
But she had a
belongings
bit of
at
a
home.
hitchhiker thumb.
Yeah.
One more thing. Anytime I say fun check, get those hands in the air and really go crazy. Fun check. Woo! Woohoo! Fun check!
Lastly, you actually
Hate
get
that.
paid to work here. Payday is officially every other Friday, except in those states that require you to get paid weekly. Refer to your Chuck E. Today newspaper for any further questions you may have. Be sure to ask your general manager for any clarifications you may need.
You're now well on your way to a successful career with us at Chuck E. Cheese's. I'd now like you to stand and repeat the CEC promise after me. I
Just get
state
slightly
your name,
taller.
promise
I
to
state your
deliver
name. Promise
best
to
family
deliver. Come on,
entertainment
Christopher.
experience
Something
possible
entertainment
at Chuck E. Cheese's.
at Chuck E. Cheese's.
If everything is not 100% satisfactory,
If
please
everything
notify
is
us
not one-
immediately so we can replace it
I
free of
give up.
charge. So help me, Chucky.
Well, help me,
Welcome
Chucky.
aboard.
The doll?
Huh?
The horror doll?
The horror doll? Oh, Chucky. Yes.
Yeah. As somebody with no tattoos, no earrings, I still don't want to work there. Like teenage me would have been like, I'm not doing this.
Yeah.
You know? I don't
Right.
know why specifically. I don't have a reason.
I get that. Yeah. I probably would have considered it, but then decided against it. It's like I probably wouldn't have been vehemently against it because, you know, as a teenager, I didn't have any tattoos and I only really wore post earrings, but I can't work there now.
Yeah, we could cover it up.
Well, yeah.
But I wonder if that's changed since then. Probably.
Yeah, a lot. I think a lot of those rules are being relaxed now that we've realized that people can also work, well adorned.
It's kind of down to like nothing on the face or something, but we'll see how that goes in 20 years. But I'll tell you my Chuck E. Cheese story, which was I come from a big family and we never really had a lot, but one day we found out there was a Chuck E. Cheese right where we were.
Hmm.
Like right across the street or something like that. My mom was like, "We'll be right back. We're going to check the place out." And my mom and my dad went to Chuck E. Cheese, took a look at it, came back, and in my dad's words, it's too goddamn expensive. And I don't know what we had that night, but it wasn't Chuck E. Cheese. So anyway, let's go to session 2, which looks like it's about the game room.
This is where you would have wanted to work if you were forced to work there. You like your drawings.
Oh, I'm here.
Have you ever babysat for 200 kids at once?
I have not seen that many
Directed a three-ring
bullets.
circus? Seen 100,000 tokens? No? Well, that's okay. You're about to find out. As a game room attendant, you'll get to interact with our guests and be the director of fun in our skill and kiddie areas. Your main objective is to maintain a safe and fun environment for our guests to play in. Keeping the game room safe encompasses the ball crawl, the kiddie rides, and the game room. Monitor the ball crawl to ensure all our kids are playing safe and having fun. Keep an eye on all the kiddie rides and observe any unsafe conditions, such as exposed cords or open outlets. Know the safety features on all lift rides. You'll also be spending a lot of time interacting with our guests. Go game to game and table to table and introduce yourself. That way, if guests have a problem, they know who to come to. Here's an example.
Hi, I'm Angelique. I'll be the game room attendant today. If you have any questions, let me know.
It's very important to remain visible and in your area at all times. We don't want to have our guests looking for you. If you need to leave, get some relief so we'll always have someone visible.
You may be asking yourself, Self, how do I bus tables if I can't leave my area? Well, we'll show you.
When pre-bussing, busing, or checking back on tables, place all trays on the thank you box, but stay in your area. Don't forget to wipe down the tables and booths. This way our guests enjoy clean tables and you stay in view. Sometimes the ticket dispenser jams. To fix it, squeeze the block on top of the dispenser and remove the jammed tickets. If that doesn't do it, then remove the top guide plate and unjam. You can then reload the tickets. To do this, simply slide the tickets through the guide plates until they stop. Then press the advance switch to ensure it's working properly.
Yeah, it looks kind of sharp
Before each
in there.
shift, load all ticket dispensers so they won't run out while a guest is playing. If a stack is partially used, you can place a brand new stack underneath
really
and take
easy
the
to mess
first
up.
and last tickets together and
Look,
create a
we
larger
usually drop
stack.
those in there and they would
Now,
all
let's look at some of the games
be a
we
mess.
have and common problems you'll have to deal with. Skee ball. Each lane should have between 10 and 12
Let me go
balls.
back for a second there.
Now, let's look at some of the games we have and common
You see
problems
that
you'll have.
bowling game right there, the Rockin' Bowl? You would put a coin in and you would drop it and it would roll
Mhm.
and then it would hit these pins in the back. And at my birthday party, they had one of those. I put it in, I won 100 tickets.
Nice.
I have been living off that high ever since.
Just chasing it.
Actually, I hadn't thought about it since just now. And, I think 100 tickets would get you like a Tootsie Roll or something,
Yeah.
Like nothing.
deal
Those
with.
tickets really weren't worth
Skee
much.
ball. Each lane should have between 10 and 12 balls, but only 9 come out for the guest. Even out the number of balls between all lanes and check that the lights and ticket mechs are working too. If you have newer skee ball lanes, the machine will let you know when there is a problem. It's Bozo. This is a popular game with our younger guests. Bozo tells the player what bucket to throw the ball into for winning tickets. If a guest doesn't receive 6 balls, unlock the side latches to check for jams, and then give the player the correct number of balls to play with. Air hockey. This is a game older kids and parents enjoy. Keep extra paddles and pucks around in case they disappear.
Let's go to the kiddie room. All kiddie rooms feature a wide variety of rides, and our main attraction, ta-da, the ball crawl.
There are 2 rules to remember in the kiddie area. Be safe, have fun. Watch out for unsafe conditions and fix them immediately. You know, like too many kids on one ride, loose cords, or spills. A lot of stores have lift rides, you know, up and down and up and down. These rides have safety features built in, so if a child gets underneath it, the ride will lift up or shut off. If a guest voices a concern to you about a lift ride, demonstrate the safety features. The ball crawl will keep you busy when working the kiddie area. Take your shoes and name tag off, because at peak times you get into the ball crawl too. Remember, keep it safe, but have fun. Play games with the younger guests. Try find the token or tickets, Chucky says, or juggle for the kids. If kids get out of hand, don't just kick them out. Rather, offer them a few tokens so they can keep playing other games. Rough housing isn't safe.
I love that.
You
Reward
reward
bad
them?
behavior.
Yeah.
During your shift, you'll need to keep it clean. So every day remove crushed and damaged balls. Wipe down all slides and tubes with the yellow all-purpose cleaner. Every 2 weeks, we empty the ball
So do you
crawl
just-
and clean it out. Throw
Only
away the
every 2
busted and
weeks.
dirty balls and clean and sanitize the play area.
What do you
Just
say
take
we
them
go
home.
relax in the ball crawl?
Good luck with that, with all of the children running around.
Yeah. So I just realized that my microphone had fallen off. So
Oh no,
if I was a little quiet, I apologize for that.
that's
Um,
okay. You're back
yep.
now.
So again, having never gone there, as an adult, it doesn't look all that much fun. I think I think I would play air hockey. That's probably about it.
I would too, yeah. Air hockey, skee ball. Chuck E. Cheese was super fun when you're 5.
Yeah.
Because you haven't been on the planet for as long, so all of these things are shiny and new, and you just want sensory input all the time.
Yeah.
So
And I know my
Chuck E.
daughter.
Cheese is that.
Yeah, I know my daughter's been to one for a birthday party.
Hmm.
That was a year or 2 ago, and
Okay.
I didn't go. The noise, they said, would just get to you, and I'm like, okay,
Yeah,
I know.
that's accurate. Like,
You
yeah,
know,
I didn't, when I was a kid, I wasn't really bothered by loud noises as much as I am now. Yeah, I probably have gone to my last Chuck E. Cheese, and I've made my peace with that.
Our low rent one didn't have that. They also didn't have the nice uniforms that the young lady was wearing.
Yeah,
Um,
with
I
the bunchy socks and everything.
I find uniforms fascinating. In the last 20 years or so, they have really reduced to either, like at Walmart, it's a vest,
Hmm.
that they just kind of throw over,
I actually have a
or
uniform for work, but so my uniform, I only wear it like when I am doing stuff like in the field, and or like training, and like that honestly happens once every few years maybe. So I have like a full uniform. It's got like a striped shirt and like the company name on it and stuff. But yeah, and it's not the most flattering item of clothing I own.
yeah, I
I have
probably
like old
should have.
lady shoes. Like it's it's an entire kit.
I probably should have prepared something, but there are, if you look up like the old Wendy's uniforms or the old
Yeah.
McDonald's uniforms, some of them are just really kind of interesting. But
Yeah.
for the last like 20 years or so, it's basically boiled down to, for the most part, just a polo shirt that has the
Yeah,
company name
it's
on
that.
it.
I imagine it's a cost
khakis.
cutting. It's a cost cutting measure. That's my guess.
And I think that for a lot of customers, they didn't really care.
Yeah.
It wasn't as big of a, as long as you can identify who is working there and who is not working there,
That's
because
all
like,
you need to know.
you learn the lesson once. Don't wear a red shirt to Target,
Hmm.
or else people are going to ask you questions. And
Yeah.
no,
My
or
mom once wore a pair of khaki pants and a red shirt to Target. She said like 3 people stopped her.
yeah.
Mom, don't do that.
Yeah, I mean, people ask me to get stuff down off the shelves, but that's just because I'm taller than they are.
You're taller. Yeah, like I'm 5'2". I'm the person who would be, struggling to get the Cheez-Its off the top shelf, and then you'd come by and feel bad for me and be like, "Can I get those?" And I'd be like, "Yes."
Yeah, I had to
That's
help.
happened to me many times.
Yeah, I had
So
to
I'm
help a woman,
proud
and then
to
she
ask.
wanted me to follow her through the store, and I'm like, no, I'm good.
Yeah, no, I would not ask that of somebody.
Just start climbing the shelves.
I've done that. They don't like it when I do that, it turns out.
That's when the uniform people come with their bunchy
Yeah,
socks.
and then they help. So and they're not as nice about it.
That's the only way to get service at Home Depot, is you got to climb the shelves. But hopefully Chuck E. Cheese's service is a little bit better, so let's find out what the kind of service is like in the showroom. Are we going to talk about the furries yet?
You always want to talk about furries. So absolutely.
Walked right into that one. But I have no idea who this character is, but
she's very furry.
I'm gonna guarantee you could go on DeviantArt and somebody has drawn her. You don't have to, but you can if you want
I
to.
would do it. But I'm probably not going to.
Okay.
Working in the showroom is one of the most fun, entertaining, and diverse job functions. You're on the front line, interacting and entertaining our guests. You'll get to deliver pizzas, talk to guests, bus tables, be a Chuckette, and participate in birthday parties. The teamwork and hospitality you provide brings our guests back again and again. Pre-busing is an ongoing process that allows the guests to have less clutter on their table and us to turn the tables faster. We want our tables bussed in 30 seconds or less and reset within 60 seconds. Pre-busing ensures that will happen. The 4 main pre-bus points are beverage tray, remove when guest is seated. Pizza delivery, remove loose napkins and salad bowls.
I did not add them.
Mom and dad alone, pre-bus plates and napkins.
Maybe I meant to pause it and I jumped it back a little bit. Did we really need
pre-busing ensures
do we really need to get like a that level of instruction to say that when you deliver the pizza you should pick up plates and napkins and stuff?
Yeah.
Like, people can't figure that out on their own?
No. Have you met people?
That's true. Yeah. I've never been to a Chuck E. Cheese before too, so but also it's kind of
funny thing about Chuck E. Cheese is it's staffed by people.
That's true.
and a mouse.
It's one of those, can I get those things out of the way for you there? It's just, to me, it just seemed like common sense, but I guess maybe not. So, okay.
I don't think it would be for me because, I'm the world's slowest eater. So, like, I'm the person who's going to be sitting there, with my little thing I haven't quite finished yet. I probably have 2 bites left of it. And they come and, I'm looking this way and they just steal my food from me. I'm like, that's very rude. They didn't know I wasn't done with it, but how could they know? But that's happened to me so many times. I'm just, please don't steal my food before I've finished eating it.
Boy, I'm sure glad I know the 4 pre-bus points and the 8-point service
The way
sequence.
he's sitting was
My
very
guests
painful.
love it when I take care of them, and yours will too. I know all this, and I'm a dummy.
Terrible puppet.
The
Yeah.
other fun thing you may be
It's not
asked to
even
participate
likable.
in is the birthday dance or live show. You'll get to assist Chucky as a Chuckette. Not only will you get to sing and dance, but you'll also ensure that Chucky has a safe area to dance in. Here's a clip for your having a party show.
It's humiliating. Yeah, but you're not in a room full of children.
Just put your hands together, you know the music sounds so fine. Bass is thumping, yeah, I'm here. This place is really jumping, all our friends are here, yeah. We're having a party, come on down. We're having a party, come on down.
I don't know why I just laughed at the dad. He just had that look to him like, man, this is silly.
We want you all to join with us, all right?
Wow, wasn't that great? Just a reminder, always make sure somebody is running those pizzas. Our guests get awfully hungry watching all of this entertainment.
Your main role working in the
So just thinking about the dads that were sitting there, my dad, this would have been torture to him. He would have absolutely hated being there. So
That's fair.
he hates children's entertainment. So
Yeah,
Yeah.
but I think my dad would have put up with it, but like inside he would have wanted to go home. And I don't
Yeah.
blame I don't blame anybody for how they perceive children's entertainment. It can be a lot.
definitely.
dining room is as a section host. You'll be responsible for all the tables in that area and ensuring every guest has a great experience. As a guest is looking for a table, offer to bring them a high chair or booster to their table. Once seated in your section, follow these 8 easy steps. Smile and introduce yourself.
There's no
Hi, my name
baby
is
in that
Angelique.
card.
If you have any questions, feel free to ask for me. Can I get that out of your way?
Offer a high chair or booster if they don't have one. Remove their beverage tray.
There's not even
Put
any
red
children
number on
involved.
spotter chart. Check back
Yeah.
on food
They
quality.
just gave them a booster seat to adults. Here you go.
Do people ever offer you a booster seat?
No, but I once went to a play. I couldn't see. And so my mom went and got me a little like cushion thing. I was probably 16.
It happens.
And I mean, yeah, I've been done growing since I was like 12, so you know, the world wasn't made for people my height, and that's okay.
I could say something. I'll be nice.
No, by all means, try me.
I was just gonna say you could find a lap to sit on or something, you know.
Excuse me. You don't know me, but I'm short and I can't see.
Teddy Roosevelt is totally judging. The man at your shoulder, top right corner.
Oh my god, he is. I didn't even see that before.
I'm assuming that's supposed to be part of like Mount Rushmore or something.
Oh, I
in
was
the
gonna say that's a
design.
really weird thing to just hang Teddy Roosevelt in a Chuck E. Cheese. I mean,
Yeah,
I guess having Mount Rushmore is kind of a weird thing to have in a Chuck E. Cheese too.
You are Chuck E. Cheese to our guests. Blow them away by
No.
anticipating all their needs.
No, you're not.
Pizza delivery. The first step you'll need to know how to do is
You're the person
deliver a
working at
pizza.
Chuck E. Cheese.
First, pizza must be picked up within 15 seconds. Read the ticket to know what number the order is and how many plates they need. Look at the spotter chart to see where the number is. Avoid the pizza waltz. When at the table, describe the pizza.
My name is Angelique. Here's your hot, delicious, large pepperoni extra cheese pizza. Can I get anything else for you?
Distribute the proper number of plates.
Great time.
If the
Just
guest
telling
is
them
not
what's on the
there,
pizza would have been
ask the
sufficient.
section host to locate them. If unable, leave the pizza
Hot
and
and
pick up the
delicious.
red number and go through the restaurant to find them. What's the maximum length of time a pizza may sit in the window? 15 seconds, correct. The showroom is where we perform our magic. Our live shows, birthday parties, and Chuckettes are all part of our guests' experience. You too can make magic.
Come on down, we're having a party. Come on down.
Okay. So far,
Concerning giggle.
what job are you taking?
Oh,
You gonna be the one cleaning the ball pit, or
I think
busting tables, or are you gonna be dancing as a Chuckette?
I can I choose none of them? I know I
Well,
chose
that's what
the
I'm
video, but
choosing,
like this
so
also looks like something I do not want to do.
yeah, this is basically I would probably turn in my scrunchy socks and my um, polo shirt and be
I
like, yeah,
quit.
I can't do this. I'm
No,
sorry.
I feel like I would be the world's worst waitress too. Like I would be dropping things and giving people the wrong items, and you know.
Fully say that there is a skill set for it that I
Oh
do
yeah.
not have.
Well, the myth of unskilled labor is just that, a myth.
Yeah, I will say that I have worked with the general public in some ways,
Same,
but I never had to work food retail. So at least
same.
that's at least one thing I never had to do. Is I never had to work
Yeah, I
restaurant or
feel
food or
like
anything.
having food like it's an entirely, it adds a new level of complexity to your job. Like, you know, I used to work at a store, like, you know, selling not food items. So, and that's easy enough, just ringing stuff up, you know,
Hmm.
because the people bring the stuff to you. You don't have to bring it to the people. So
Right.
it's like,
Absolutely.
yeah, that's something that I will forever be grateful that I did not have to try my hand at waitressing.
Next one I think actually might be your calling, which is
Okay.
the characters. So I'm
Oh
assuming that
boy.
this is how to be a furry 101 or something. So
At Chuck E. Cheese, we believe in the inherent worth of the individual. That's why you, as a costume character, play such an important part in creating the magic of our
Love
live
it.
entertainment. Let's go over and introduce you to the gang. Helen Henny, a spunky young chicken. As the only female of the group, Helen Henny has an important role to fulfill. Her talent speaks for itself as a singer with a rich and dynamic voice.
does it?
Jasper T. Jowls, a loyal hound dog. As the lead guitarist of the band, Jasper adds the driving edge sound, offering a variety of musical styles from his guitar and vocal capabilities. Pasquale the chef. Pasquale's role in the band is keeping a steady beat with the drums and lending his operatic voice to the rock and roll forte of Munch's make-believe band. Mr. Munch, a friendly purple monster. Mr. Munch is the leader of the band and keyboardist. He lives to eat pizza, have
He looks
fun, and
stoned.
create mischief. Chuck E. Cheese, an East Coast rodent. As the star and spokesman, Chuck E. Cheese is characterized by his energetic and enthusiastic coach-like personality. He continually seeks and embraces new challenges. Above all, Chucky is the champion of kids.
Let's go behind the scenes and meet one of our performers. The uniform for a walk-around star cast
like
member
that
is the
framing.
following: a sweatband
So
or
nice.
bandana, cotton t-shirt, cotton running shorts, thick cotton socks. Be sure to bring a towel for between performances.
They don't
Before
even
each
provide a
performance,
towel.
some
You have to
simple
bring
stretching
one?
exercises
You
are
think that
recommended
would-
to prevent any injuries. Eating the right foods, such as raisins, sunflower seeds, and fresh fruits, will keep you on your toes and give you the energy you need.
Also
Be
not
sure to
provided,
drink
I'm sure.
plenty of liquids like water and juices to keep
I
you from
want to
getting
talk about
dehydrated.
that letter J.
Deuce. Dweets.
That looks like a Q, kind of.
It looks like it could be, yeah. That's a very old-fashioned looking J.
I write in cursive all the time, but that is a weird.
I've seen that a
J.
couple times, but it's like, yeah, it at out of the corner of your eye, it does look a bit like a D or a.
Yeah.
Weiss. It looks like an O maybe or a Q. Queese. It's even got a U next to it. So
Yeah,
perhaps
the
twice.
R looks like more like it says whatever. Whatever.
There's also like literally hundreds of fonts you could choose from.
Absolutely.
And not all of them are like this.
And
Some of them are legible.
The store has a designated area for our costume character. It's important that you keep this area clean at all times and always keep the costume off the floor. A special costume care kit may be purchased for your store to help you in keeping the costume in great shape. Never perform with any broken parts. It's important to report any problems with the costume to the manager so that repairs or replacements may be ordered. Some parts of the costume may be sent in for refurbishing, such as the feet, shoes, and head. It's important that the character always look their very best. Once a week, the costume should be given a thorough cleaning. For special cleaning instructions, refer to the Magical Wardrobe book. As an entertainer, it's important that you study and learn the personalities of each character. This will create the magic and excitement of your performance. The recipe for magic is a unique personality, the smiles on kids' faces, and a memorable experience. There are 3 magical opportunities to do this. First, there are live shows every hour throughout the day. Live shows are a combination of characters performing with our star cast members. Props may be used, such as microphones, cheese guitars, and special effects provided by our technical department. After every...
What was that?
This, microphones, cheese guitars.
Yeah, I guess just to differentiate them from, like regular guitars.
They're the special guitars. They're
After Les Paul invented the electric guitar, he never could perfect the cheese guitar.
The cheese guitar, yeah. That took Steve Wozniak to.
That was his contribution. Oh, yeah. It was
the cheese guitar.
While he was working at Atari at night, doing Jobs' work, he was also solving the cheese guitar.
Every show, kids receive a special autographed picture of our characters. Second, through the special occasions such as a birthday. At Chuck E. Cheese, we throw a party every day. In fact, we do approximately 50 to 60 parties in 1 week. Third, in the game room, where kids play their favorite games and receive tickets which can be redeemed for a prize. Each character has a unique personality which stands out from the rest. Do your best to take on that role. Remember, while in the costume, the only person kids see is that character. Be sure to accentuate your moves in the character. Normal movements may seem slow and lifeless to the guest, so show the life of the character. As all great performers do, practice a routine. To get used to the costume, practice with just the feet and hands. This will help you learn how to keep your balance while in the costume. At your own pace, work your way up to wearing the complete suit. A cold vest may be worn to help you keep cool while in costume. Replacement packs can be used by storing in the freezer and changed out between performances. It's showtime! The magic to our live shows is being able to bring the character to life. Learning the words in the show where the character speaks will add to your performance. Be sure to practice your routine and become familiar with the space you will have to work with. Sometimes, you may encounter a frightened child. If this happens, be sure to move away clear of the child's view. Report any incidents to the manager immediately. Remember, safety first, both for our guest and for you. In troubled situations, it's important to keep a cool head and know in advance where the exits can be found. If you need assistance, use the timeout signal.
If you bump yourself on a chair, you need to run.
It's such an embarrassing situation. You don't want to be there anymore. I
would think that Chucky could just go, "Oh, oops," and then just go on, and then everybody would have been like, "Okay, no big deal."
Chucky, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, maybe there was some extenuating circumstance happening inside the costume.
Maybe
Who
he
knows?
stubbed his toe pretty badly or something, or he's bleeding or something. I don't know.
When greeting guests at the front door, be sure to stay in the building. This will prevent any small children from getting hurt while trying to meet you. When greeting small children, come down to their level. Allow time for parents to capture the moment on film. Never pick up children. While in the costume, it's difficult to judge your balance. If a parent tries to place a child in your arms for a picture, sit down on the ground and offer to place them on your lap. Do not practice any unsafe acts, such as jumping off objects or riding any equipment. Many of our little guests are hard to see. Entertain small kids by playing games like peekaboo. Follow the leader. Be courteous with our adult guests.
I'm glad I can
Offer to
just
shake their hands or pose for a picture.
Can't remember where I've heard this, like what character it was, but one of the rules is you're not supposed to hug like this, like a normal hug. You're only supposed to do the Lutheran hug, you hug from the
Yeah, the
side.
one-arm thing.
That's a Garrison Keillor reference, Prairie Home Companion. They only hug from the side because they don't want that much closeness.
I've never actually watched or listened to much Prairie Home Companion. I know that's shocking considering I'm from Minnesota, but they don't sit us down in a room and make us listen to it, and I just haven't taken the time yet. So most of those references will go right over my head.
Experience for our guests by providing an exciting show with tons of energy from you, our walk-around StarCast member. Get creative with your steps. Then the routine turns into magic.
Wow.
Yep.
Now you know what's inside the furry costumes.
It's just more people.
The thing that actually kind of impressed me a little bit were the cold packs.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently they're putting like cold packs or something in there, which makes sense because it's got to be 1,000,000 degrees in there.
Oh yeah.
But
it's kind of fun to get to see things that you wouldn't even think about otherwise like that. Like, if we hadn't been watching this, how would we know that there's cold packs inside those costumes?
Have you ever been to an amusement park or an event where, besides Chuck E. Cheese, where they're like the people in the costumes?
I mean, I've been to Disney World.
Okay, so you know like what that was. Was that when you were a little kid or?
Yes-ish. Well, I wasn't little. I was probably like 8 to 12, sort of age
I've
range.
never been to Disney, but I have been to Hershey Park, and they've had costume characters there.
Yeah.
And they did the whole stage show, which
I hope they had those vests too. Like,
that's
now
what
that
I
I
was
know that
just
those
thinking.
exist.
I was like, because they were up on stage, and I'm like, man, that was got to been really, really hot,
Yeah, especially with the lights and everything. Yeah.
There was a woman in a Twizzlers costume just really breakdancing, and
What's a Twizzlers costume look like?
it looks like a package of Twizzlers.
Okay.
So
you said that as though it was like, something I'd be able to just like conjure up. Twizzler costume.
I mean, the major characters were more like the Hershey bar and the Reese's cup and the Hershey Kiss, but then there was also a Twizzler and I think a Jolly Rancher guy who looked like a DJ. So that one was a little bit of a stretch, but no, there was a whole stage show kind of like that, dancing and singing, and they would go off the screen in between, or off the stage, I should say, in between numbers. And I was thinking about it just now. I'm like, I wonder if they were switching performers like between numbers because it was so hot, just to do that one dance. Probably they were sweaty and be like, yeah.
But then, imagine being the second performer to put that costume on.
Well, I think they probably had multiple costumes, but yeah.
Oh yeah, I guess that would make sense.
I know they do like meet and greets and stuff like that. And we've been to Six Flags and they do Looney Tunes characters there, but there's only like a couple of them. They're only out for like a few minutes, like 15 minutes or half an hour or something at most,
Yeah.
going around. It's not like Disney where they're all over the place, but,
Yeah.
Anyway, it's the last one, which is apparently Vision Quest.
Okay, gotta learn the standards. Quality, presentation, freshness. Real tired here.
Remembering like some cast member.
Let's take a look at what a guest expects from every trip into a Chuck E. Cheese's.
Ghost or something.
As we approach the front doors, we can't help but notice how clean the exterior and the entry of the building is. As we proceed down the entryway, we're stopped at the kid check stand and stamped so that we all leave together. She also directs us to the cashier to place our order.
Hi, welcome to Chuck E.
The
Cheese.
cashier explained the menu and suggested many items to us as we placed our order. She then explained the service sequence and directed us to the salad bar. I really liked the idea that there were plenty of cashiers up there, so the lines were short.
Yeah, how else do you think they're going to get dads to go?
That is new information to me. I did not know that.
Do you? Oh yeah, you don't even drink. I was just about to say you're gonna go to Chuck E. Cheese now. Go to the bad bar.
To me, that was just surprising to me that it was. I just would figure that a establishment like that probably wouldn't, just for the liability and everything. But
yeah, the social mores around drinking were a little bit different then, I think.
The salad bar was very neat, well-mounted, and had a great selection.
Well-mounted.
The beverage bar was also very clean. It had all my favorite drinks and lids for the little ones. As we were looking for a table, they offered a booster seat and a high chair for my little ones. They even carried it to the table.
As somebody, just to go back to the beverage bar, and I know we're running long, but as somebody who drinks way too much soda, it's one of those little facts that I don't like knowing, is that the fountain sodas is one of the first things that a health inspector checks at a commercial establishment because they don't clean the hoses enough.
Yeah.
And
there's a thing called sugar snakes.
Yeah.
If you have a strong stomach, Google that.
Yeah, I've watched. I was at a gas station and they were cleaning them, so they were actually cleaning them, and I'm like, the guy was practically taking the machine apart to take all the hoses, the nozzles, everything, and he's throwing them in this vat that had some sort of cleaning solution in it. And I said, I can now absolutely see why people don't keep up on this, because that's a lot of work, bacterial growth and things like that. So.
See, and like that's not even the main reason I don't drink pop very much, but like it sure helps the case of, I'll just have water, even though it kind of comes out of the same machine. I think it's probably like the cleanest option just because it is just water.
If there was something that's wrong, you could probably tell.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, you don't have all the flavors, over the top of your mold.
Before we knew it, our food had arrived. They described our pizza and gave us our plates. She even asked if she could get us anything else. While we were enjoying our food, Chuck E. Cheese came out and did a dance with the Chuckettes. When it was all over, my son even got an autograph and a hug from the Big Cheese. A manager visited our table to ensure everything was all right. Then he proceeded to visit the birthdays that were there. That was a nice touch. As we were nearing the end of our meal, they offered to box the leftovers, and then we proceeded to the game room. We played many games and won lots of tickets. We lost the token once, and the man who fixed it was very helpful. Our younger son played in the ball crawl. It sure was reassuring to see an attendant in there. The restrooms were so clean. They even had a changing table in there. We went to the merchandise counter and got some neat...
What's that?
I like how they think customers talk, or like, You know, all this stuff is stuff that I would never like think about if I was at an establishment. It's like before I knew it, my food had arrived. It's like, no,
I will
it
tell
gets when it
you.
gets here. It's fine.
Yeah, I will tell you. I am long past the diaper stage of my life.
Good, me too.
Well, I am long past the diapering stage of being a parent.
Of a child. I get it.
But I will say, when he said, and it was great that they had a changing station,
Yeah.
that I would notice. There are many restaurants and establishments, unfortunately, that don't have changing stations.
In the men's room, definitely.
There are
from what
more
I've
of them
heard.
that don't have it in the men's room, and there are many times that I was with, my kid, and there was no changing station, and
Yeah.
so that's my little soapbox thing. Mandatory baby changing stations.
And all the
in every-
bathrooms. So some of
all
them,
the bathrooms.
My
And-
work has 3 separate bathrooms. You know, I've got the men's room, women's room, and then the all gender room. And I'll be honest, I like the all gender bathroom because there is just one toilet in it. So like you go in there, that's your bathroom for the next however long you're in there.
Yeah.
So
we have one of those at work, and it's become known as the pooping bathroom. Because that's, if you see people going in there, that's why. So they can go.
Ours not. We don't really call it the pooping bathroom. It's just, it's just it's kind of a lot nicer than the other ones, and so I always go to that one whenever I can.
I'm assuming we're cutting this part out.
I don't know.
Prizes. What an assortment. Balls, dolls, Hot Wheels, Barbies. It was great. As we exited the restaurant, they checked our stamps to ensure our numbers matched, and we were on our way. See you tomorrow, the greeter said as they let us out the door. It may not be tomorrow, but it sure will be soon.
Wow, what a shift! If we all pull together, we can make it happen every time. Here's some helpful hints to get ready to execute that perfect shift. Number 1, arrive on time and in complete uniform. Number 2, check with the manager prior to clocking in. Number 3, look at the shift board to see what your assignment for the day
It always
is.
sounds like he's saying
Number
shit.
4, make sure your area is neat, clean, and organized. And number 5, use all the tools available, including 10-minute cleaning jobs and closing lists.
Remember, our goal is every guest leaves happy. With your help, we can turn this dream into a reality for our guests.
Okay, so I guess that was it for Chuck E. Cheese. So I'm going to turn in my resignation letter to Chuck E. Cheese and let them know that I'm not working there anymore.
But you just got certified.
I know.
We're certified now. If you've made it this long in the episode, party people, you are now Chuck E. Cheese certified circa 1993.
Yes.
So congratulations.
You can hang out with the big cheese himself, the big mouse.
And play the cheese guitar.
Absolutely. So you have something else to share today. What is this we're looking at?
An absolutely cursed computer game. I found this horrific picture of like a spider. It was like a CGI spider, and I did a little bit of digging and found that it came from this game called Click and Create with Mia. And I found a playthrough online, and I cut together just some of the interstitials and the little cutscenes that they have in the middle of it. It's mostly just kind of a wannabe Kid Pix type game, but it's got some cursedness thrown in.
And I guess this is mouse related.
Yeah, mouse related. I believe it comes from 2002.
Okay.
Kotoka Interactive.
Hi, I'm Mia. What I love is creating things.
There's the spider.
One horrific spider.
I told you.
So, 4 hands and 4 feet?
I guess. I wasn't even looking at that.
pasting up things better.
I think that...
I'm sure you'd love to draw, too. I can just let my imagination run wild.
As my daughter would say, you know she's a girl because she has eyelashes.
But what I
Yes.
think you're going
It's
to like
character
the
design
best
101.
are the projects.
I don't think so.
She just likes to torment animals.
This is
apparently.
going to be great.
My mother has the worst memory in the world.
Why? Does she forget everything?
No, she remembers everything.
I don't get it.
Neither do I. I don't think you're supposed to. It's a non-joke. And yet,
Is that your edit, or is that how long it was?
that's how long it went.
Wow.
So then there's some little cards. Want to drop you a line to say? Yeah. Imagine getting that on your birthday. The music is a little totem.
And Jesus?
Huh?
That they had an extra S on cheese. Chesst. Oh, she's crossing it out. Okay.
Mice aren't very good at spelling.
Yeah.
No person over the age of 11 allowed. And this is the dance party function.
Wow.
More random sound effects.
I feel like you could edit this together and make a movie and put it on Tubi. Probably get views.
I probably could. I'm not going to, but I could. It does look like something that would be on there.
So like the early days of CGI, and they were just going to use it for whatever they could. That was definitely odd.
Hey, well, it was 50 minutes when I found it, so I did us a service.
Yeah, I think I'm going to work in the back if I'm going to work at Chuck E. Cheese. You know,
Yeah.
making the pizza or something. But
I forgot that was an option. I mean, I would still rather not work at Chuck E. Cheese, but
sure. I think I'd rather go to work at a gas station, but you know,
yeah,
or you know, anything, a bookstore or.
I think I would probably be like a bartender or something like that. I can see myself doing and being pretty decent at.
I'm lucky that I'm not a teenager anymore, so I don't have to worry about those first jobs. But you know,
yeah, getting a job as a grown up is hard enough.
yes, and you know, working those entry level jobs, we salute everybody who does that and goes to work every day.
We love you guys. You're the fabric that holds the glue together. Yes.
We couldn't survive without you, and
yeah,
you know.
This episode is dedicated to all of the service workers out there.
Absolutely, and we thank you for with every cheese guitar you play, and
every table you wipe,
and every test token you hand out. So. But you know, I think this kind of solidifies that no, I'm probably not ever going to go to Chuck E. Cheese.
You don't need to.
I don't. As a kid, I was feeling a little left out, but I think as an adult now, looking back, I'm like,
yeah, the time has
it was that
passed.
special. But
yeah, I'm glad I went as a kid, but
yeah,
I'm good with not going again.
I'm looking at it with adult eyes, you know.
Yep.
So I'm sure if I was to ask my child if she would want to go again, she probably would say yes. But
yeah, well, she's a child, and this place is for children, so like,
yes,
you know,
absolutely,
it makes sense.
You know,
and
when you
I
become
enjoyed
an
it when I
adult,
was a child.
yeah, when you become an adult, there's more exciting places to go. I mean,
yeah, our priorities change.
We're out of time for this week, but it was a pleasure getting certified in.
I enjoyed getting certified too.
The maximum amount of time that a pizza can stay at the station is 15 seconds.
And I would just like to say, within, what was it, a minute, make sure you bust your tables. And
Yeah.
everybody pack up and go home.